Alex Sensation en vivo desde los estudios de la Mega. Saludando a mi parcero DJBarr.
Now that's how you make an entrance. What's going on, folks? It's good to see you again. Thank you for clicking on another one of my videos, and welcome back to day 6. We got a great vlog planned for you today, so sit back, hit that like button, hit the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and leave a couple comments down below. Today, we are doing a story time video. I am going to share with you guys the story of my first DJ system. So the story starts off in the summer of 2009. It was the summer after my junior year in high school. And I used to work at this factory every year packing food basically. And it was miserable. The work was really hard and the pay was really low. So to pass the day off while I worked, I used to listen to a radio station here in the New York City area called La Mega. And every day at noon, a guy by the name of Alex Sensation.
¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Les saluda Alex Sensation en vivo desde los estudios de la Mega. Saludando a mi parcero DJBarr.
Which some of you guys may know, used to come on there and basically DJ from 12 to 3. And I used to tune in every single day to listen to him mix music, and that was it. That basically gave me the bug to want to become a DJ. Now, even before that, I used to always toy with the idea of wanting to become a DJ. I've always been a big fan of music, and I've always wanted to become a DJ even prior to that. I even had Virtual DJ, the home edition, installed into my computers, and I used to mess around with it with just my mouse. But that summer, after listening to Alex every single day, really pulled the trigger on it and made me want to become a DJ. So that's what I did. I took the money that I made from working that summer and invested it in DJ equipment. And this is what I bought. This is my first ever DJ controller, and I worked my ass off to get this thing, and I remember I was so happy when it finally arrived in the mail. This is the Hercules RMX controller, also known as my first DJ controller. This is what I started on in 2009. I got this around September, and I DJ'd my first party with this thing in October. So that was when I started, October of 2009. And I always remember that because I remember that the first party I ever DJ'd was a Halloween party that me and one of my best friends from high school threw at his house. And this is it. This is the Hercules RMX, and this thing is awesome. Now, this mixer can't do half of the stuff. It doesn't even come close to the mixer that I have now, which is my dream setup. I worked really hard to get the system that I have now. But this is what I started with, and for the level that I was at back then, this was more than enough. This taught me the basics of the crossfaders, fading in and out. It taught me the basics of the jog wheel. It taught me the basics on cueing. It taught me the basics of basically everything. It taught me about the mids, the highs, the basses. I used to run this on Virtual DJ, and I worked this thing till it couldn't work anymore. It's now broken. It doesn't work anymore. The jog wheel comes off, and this little thing is broken as well. The knobs are super loose. But this thing, for the time and the level that I was DJing at, this was perfect. This taught me everything I needed to know. I didn't have much money at the time, so this was all I could afford. And I didn't even have a laptop at that time. I used to have to carry around my home desktop PC, and that was a big thing to do because I had to carry the monitor, the CPU, the keyboard, and a mouse, plus this controller. So when I first started doing my first couple of parties, it was rough. I remember at that time, this was my dream system. This was the system that I wanted to buy, but there was no way in hell I was going to be able to afford this system with the money that I had back then. And sure, I would have loved to have had this $5,000 system as my first system, but looking back, it really puts things into perspective because I was able to work my way up DJing to eventually afford my dream system, and it actually kind of humbles you and puts things into perspective to see where you came from, which was this little thing, and then a couple years down the line being able to afford the dream system that you've always wanted. And you know what makes things so much more sweeter is that I was able to pay for my dream system, Pioneer CDJs 2000, a DJM 850 mixer, a MacBook Pro, because of the things that I learned on my first system, the Hercules RMX. So what I'm trying to get at is that you don't need a $5,000 system to start DJing. What you need to do is just get something in front of you so that you can start learning the basics and then work your way up. Because it doesn't make any sense for you to go out and buy a system like this if you don't know how to use it. It's better that you start off at something that's on your level and then work your way up as you grow out of them. And as far as speaker goes, I remember I bought an all-in-one DJ package from eBay, and it basically came with 2 speakers with no brand. I had no idea what brand they were because they didn't come with a brand. It came with 2 tripods, but get this, the speakers didn't have a hole for a tripod, so the tripods were basically useless. And it also came with a 1000 watt amp, which I still have, and it actually still works, or at least I think it works. I haven't tried it in about a year or so. And for headphones, I had like a $30 pair of like Sony headphones that I bought from Target that didn't even have noise cancellation, which was kind of counterintuitive to have. And that's all it took to get my foot into the door. A cheap pair of speakers, a cheap pair of headphones, a small little controller, and that's basically all it takes to get started. I learned so much from that. I gained one of the most valuable things that you can have as a DJ, and that is experience. So the question I'm always asked is, hey Barr, what mixer should I get? And the answer is, there is no answer, because I don't know you guys, I don't know what your budget is, and I don't know exactly what kind of a DJ you want to be. But my advice to you guys is just go out there and buy something that you can afford. Get something in front of you so that you can start learning the basics of DJing, the basics of mixing music, learning about BPMs, learning about counting music. And once you mastered the basics of DJing, you learned your mixer inside and out, and you've outgrown it, then you can upgrade. You can grow with your mixer, and you can take the skills and experience and money that you made from that mixer to invest in a new one and grow as a DJ. But I know a lot of you guys want a more exact answer and want to know what exactly I would recommend to you guys. And well, here it is. I would recommend anything Pioneer. If you're getting a DJ controller, I would definitely recommend Pioneer. If you're getting CDJs, I recommend Pioneer. Pioneer is the best, and some of you guys are going to disagree with me, but they are the industry standard, so I'm going to say Pioneer is the best. So if you can get your hands on a Pioneer beginner controller, do so. If you can afford the higher end controllers, then get those. Now, if you want to get into turntablism and all the scratching with the vinyl and everything, that's a whole nother animal, and it doesn't come cheap. My recommendation for that, if you want to get into that, is going to be the Technics 1200, but those are hard to come by and they're expensive. Yes, there are other off brands that you can buy, but I just don't think they're up to par with the Technics. Technics are the best. I know Pioneer does make some, but again, those things aren't cheap, and you also have to keep in mind that you need needles, you need vinyl, so it's tough to get into that. If you do want to get into that, I'm not sure if I'm the right guy to ask. I'm sorry. Now, software doesn't really matter unless you want to get into clubs. If you want to do mobile gigs, then you can have your share of the pick. You can pick any software you want. If you want to do mobile gigs, you can do whatever you want. But if you want to get into clubs, and this is 100% accurate, guys, I know you guys hate me for this, but I know it's true. I am not trying to scam you. In clubs, Serato is what rules, and there's no two ways about it. It's not virtual DJ. I'm sorry if you guys are getting offended, but it's just the truth. If you want to get into clubs, you have to get on the Serato interface. So learn how to use Serato, and if you're just doing mobile gigs, it doesn't matter. It's fine if you use virtual DJ. It's fine if you learn Tractor. It's all good if you want to do mobile gigs, but if you want to get into clubs, it's really hard to do it with another program, at least here in the USA. And speakers, guys, it doesn't matter. You need something that's gonna get get you bumping right now. So don't worry too much on speaker wise. Go out and get yourself some cheap speakers so that you can start doing little house parties. You're not going to be doing any crazy gigs right off the bat, so you don't need to invest on a crazy sound system just yet. You'll be able to outgrow that system and invest once you made some money on a proper sound system when you're ready to do so. And with that being said, guys, I am going to end the vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this vlog was a little bit chatty. I'm not sure if you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys did. Let me know down in the comment section. Let me know what was your first system. Let me know what you started out with. Let me know what you have now. And let me know how you've grown. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, really appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new around here and you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe for more videos. I do all kinds of content here on this channel. And I hope you subscribe and watch some more. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you. And I'll catch you in my next one. Peace, guys.